Hail, brothers and sisters! My name is Captain Meatshield, and welcome back to Attack on Factorio, where I am currently driving around in a new train. Well, I'm riding around in a new train. It's on automatic, so I'm just faffing about making sure it's going in the right directions, going all to the right stations, and getting loaded up with the right cargo. Because the district that we started work on in the last episode, for the production of all of the power stuff, you're not going to get loaded in this station, are you? No. Shit, that's not good. Okay, so I'm going to have to change your Fracture South station down to there, and after you've been to District 14, which is the new name of... No, wait, I'm getting that wrong. Fuck. Stop. Right, so now that's sorted. Yes, I didn't get round to mentioning the new name of the Advanced Circuit District. It is now being referred to as District 14, which, I was struggling to come up with names for it, and the one name that had been suggested, which was Silicon Valley, it's a good suggestion, it's a good name, but it is a little too obvious. So I went with District 14, 14 being the atomic number of silicon. So that seemed to make sense, and mentioned it to Anthony, who had suggested Silicon Valley, and he seemed all in favour of calling it District 14. So we're going with that. And anyway, this train is doing the rounds to get all of the supplies necessary for the production that is going on in the new district out to the west, south of Erlenmeyer, which has been named Io. As in, hang on, let me get map. There we are. The district of Io, which is building all of the power stuff, and the name I came up with from the, the I/O thing for on and off. So, not particularly original, not particularly clever, but I have started laying down some solar panels. There is a little section of rail that has been played around with to kind of accommodate the solar panels and the accumulators needed to help boost the system. Unfortunately, there's still not enough power production to actually charge the accumulators, so there's no actual backup power supply at the moment, which is a bit of a bugger, because it would be nice to actually start getting things sorted, but it's starting to provide a little bit of a boost. Hopefully, the way it's looking at the moment, we need just as much power coming from solar panels as we have from steam engines. So it's going to be a lot of solar panels that are going to need to go down, because they have far less power output than steam engines do, but they produce no pollution whatsoever, and hopefully it means that... There we go, and I'll go over that in a minute, just to show you guys what I've done. But I want to make sure that everything is getting loaded onto this train properly, and that everything is going to be getting offloaded in IO properly as well. And bullet damage 5 has been done. Fantastic, we've got one of these left. But is there anything I'd rather be doing? Let's have a look. I think I'm going to go with the gun turret damage, because we've got 2 of these left, and getting the damage output of all the guns is going to be good. I would go about doing some more of the bullet damage and shotgun shell damage, but I don't plan on doing too many assaults against the bugs anytime soon. Although I have upgraded to the combat shotgun, and using the armor-piercing rounds, it's a fun gun, it's a fun little weapon, and I've missed using it, so it's nice to actually have it back in my hands. Where's that going on? Oh shit, something exploded. What was it? Oh, the power line. Oh, that means Chewing Sands is out of power again. Fuck, I need to put in a redundant connection for it. Okay, things over here are sweeping into production. I didn't get you to stop in at Trostra, so they've not got any steel. Ow, I'm stupid. Okay, after you've been to refueling, you can go to Trostra, and then you can just swing back out. But for now, get up to Chewing Sands. I need to go and put in redundant power lines. Just going to jump out here. Might just drag this over. Hopefully get in a position where I won't get run over by a train. Posh. There we go. Nothing to worry about. Well, there is stuff to worry about. There's the matter of my power supply being absolutely bloody god-awful at the moment. Okay. Oh, hello, Mr. Train. Can I jump in you? No, I can't. I can get myself run over.
Oh, what a twat.
Oh, I've got to completely redo this train route again. Fuck! Okay. I've just managed to finish sorting this train's route out. I'm going to follow it around and make sure everything's okay again. Fingers crossed this time. I'm going to remember all of the right cargo, all of the right stations, and I'm not going to get myself run over. Fingers crossed, anyway. I do think I might be overdoing it with some of the cargoes on these trains. I don't know if I need as many electronic circuits and advanced circuits as I'm trying to get loaded in. I mean, it never hurts to have extra, really. I mean, the advanced circuits are certainly doing well enough. I've got no complaints about these right now. Everything is going fantastic over here. Although, why I still have fucking regular inserters on things, I don't know. Probably because I didn't have stack inserters when I came over. Oh no, train, come back! Oh. Jeez. Okay. So, next stop should be Factorio, and then we're going to go off to Central North, back to refueling, and then Chosha and Io. So the next time we roll around in Io, hopefully, we'll actually start getting some production underway, which would be good, because I haven't really got any set plans for today's episode. Most episodes I come in with a new district layout, or I've got dedicated ideas on what I want to be doing. But I think what I'm going to do with today is I'm just going to kind of play around with solar layouts around the rail tracks. See if we can come up with some interesting designs, see if we can come up with stuff that's going to be aesthetically pleasing, and we'll start making blueprints of things which at first we'll lay down by hand and manually plant stuff along the tracks, and then from there we'll start, once we've got the electricity boosted to a point where things are okay, then my plan is going to be getting the walls completely reinforced with all of the laser turrets and everything that we need to make everything super defensive and really beefy and awesome and stuff. And then from there we'll probably go off and, like, I think the next district I want to set up is going to be for the production of, it's going to be making engines, all of the vehicles, so cars and tanks, trains, cargo wagons, and it's going to be building all of the logistics and construction robots along with roboports. It's all been planned out. I've actually had the design done for months, so it would be nice to finally get around to implementing this design. So this is quite handy, because obviously it's convenient if you can get it to fill up to a full inventory, which is a very handy condition, because it means that your train is not going to be clogging up all the rail tracks unless it's completely full. But this is never going to have a full inventory. It's never going to be completely filled. So and it's kind of just on the default of waiting for 30 seconds at stations, which when it's only loading up with, 100 stone per wagon is not really a very long time. Ooh, that bullet damage got done again. Nice. Okay, there we are. And I think I sorted out the steel one, so you should be loading up with 1,000 steel and then just going. Although I'm still running on fast inserters instead of stack ones. Do I need to change that to 500? Is that per cargo wagon? I don't know. That's something I'm going to need to fiddle with. Okay, trains. We'll get down to Io, see how things are going to go there, and hopefully we'll actually start getting some solar panels and everything sorted. Marvellous, we have all the supplies. Excellent, I could do with some lights. Jeez, I can't see a fucking thing. Oh, and I didn't give the filters to the green circuits. Helpful, because otherwise I'm not going to get any solar panels. Jeez, do I even know what I'm doing? Solar panels are going to take a while. Oh, god, they really are going to take a while, because the electric has gone to shit again. It's night time, which means the solar panels haven't woken up yet. Oh, and I need to reinstate the backup power line up to Turing Sands, because I don't want this getting destroyed, which is probably going to happen. They're probably going to do it. Bloody bugs. Oh god, and they're setting up bases all the way over here next to Erlenmeyer as well. Ugh. That wasn't there before. I'm not entirely sure on where this defensive wall is going to go. I think I might start it like around R&D, have it come out a little bit along this way, and then just have it go diagonally up. And District 14 can be like a diagonal, like on the diagonal, kind of, if that makes sense. It could be a good idea. And then the rest of this can come out this way and come up to meet IO, and then go up to join Erlenmeyer. This next wall is going to be big. It's going to be encompassing a lot. I hope I've got enough stone. I hope I can find enough stone, really. I mean, there's lots of large, chunky bits of it lying around. It's just clearing out the space so that I can get access to it. That's going to be the problem. Alright, well, how's the production over here going? Accumulators are taking a while. Mostly due to this battery supply, I think. Okay, well, I'm going to pick up what supplies have been made. Although it's not a lot. And I think, yeah, I'm going to go up to what's-a-majig. Wherever it is. Have I got the car down here? I don't know where I've left the car. It's all the way up by Vickersville. Right by the area that I want to show off. Very helpful. I'm just going to run all the way back. Oh. And while I'm here, I'm going to reinstate this power line as well. Just because. Extra power line established. You've already run out. That's not good. So I'm going to go down to my little rail construction just west of Vickersville. I'm going to show off what I've done, because I think it's rather good. It's my first attempt at using the circuit network, which I remember talking about early on when the research was a new thing, and I've never used the circuit network before. This is the first time I have ever attempted to use it, because it is just daunting to me. But it turned out to be fairly simple, which is nice. You could do some repairs. I don't even remember what I hit you with. Probably a tree or a rock or something. But this is a little rail crossing that is going to allow me to cross over. If you notice, once this gate opens and it detects me getting closer, these gates will close and the signals will turn red, preventing any trains from crossing, which I think is absolutely fucking awesome. I followed a couple of tutorials online, one from well, obviously fellow Factorio players. I can't remember one of them, but one of them was a guy called Gepwin, who I've been following for the last little while, and enjoying some of his Factorio series as well. So, thank you for your tutorial, Gepwin. You really helped me out with this, and it made my life a hell of a lot easier. But I think what I'm going to do with my rail layouts from now on is I'm going to be relying more on substations instead of the long power poles. And I'm going to have accumulators running up the middle of the train tracks, leaving room for all of the rail signals, obviously, and just kind of like interconnecting or keeping the substations at a decent distance apart, so that the solar panels can just kind of sit around them in a nice orderly fashion. And if there are any like kind of spare spaces left over in here, I'm going to be dumping additional accumulators. And I think that that's looking rather good. I don't know how much power that's going to be providing. We can have a quick look. Already got 29 solar panels down, but I highly doubt it's going to be enough to actually charge them, or charge the accumulators. The only way accumulators are going to charge is if the satisfaction bar is completely full and the production meter is like, if production is less than the satisfaction, so if I'm producing far more power than I need to, only then will accumulators actually charge. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start laying more substations and accumulators out. So this should be a good start towards getting the power system sorted. It's not going to be perfect by any means. It's going to look quite higgledy-piggledy on some areas because this is kind of... Oh, is that going to fit? Am I going to be able to put pump jacks down there? I hope so. Okay, our power supply is starting to go up. Again, it's not much, and I should probably stop running around on the train tracks like that because I am going to get myself killed. But I do have some pump jacks already made in preparation for taking advantage of the oil supplies that are around Vickersville. So I want to just make sure that I've got room to place them. There's one that can fit there, one that can fit there, and one that can fit there. Lovely. Okay, so I do have room for them. What I'm likely to do is set up barreling on this side, and we'll just load it all onto a train that can bugger off and do its own thing. I should probably check the iron supply for Vickersville as well. I mean, it's going okay at the moment because I did bolster it a little while ago, and the power supply is not doing fantastic, which, you know, in itself is not a good thing, but it does mean the production is slowing down, making some things a little bit easier. I've got some redundant power lines that I can just get rid of, make things nice and tidy. Ooh, get off the belts because they're going to fuck you up. Ah, that's powered everything off. Yeah, everything around Vickersville looks like it's going okay. All the mining is still fairly active, still a lot of supply, so I'm not too concerned there, but I think we should drive back down to Io and see how the solar panel production is going. It'd be good to start getting some more stuff laid out. Oh, that's a nice number of solar panels. I do thank you, sir. Only 8 accumulators, though. Where's the train from Io coming from? It's coming around this way. I haven't checked to see if this thing is kind of flipping back on itself or not, because that's always a concern when dealing with double-headed trains and really convoluted train networks and rail systems that go all over the shop. I mean, I'm not too fussed if it isn't flipping. I've got the exact same cargoes on each wagon. I don't know, it looks like it's okay. I mean, when we start getting access to all of the logistics robots, I can get completely even unloading from whatever train I'm dealing with. But the battery supply is not doing fantastic right now. I might go over to Fracture, see how things are doing over there. It could be worth boosting the production. Again, I do think it's mostly down to power supply. Everything's just running at ridiculously slow speeds because there's the steam engines in Central just can't deal with the demands of the Citadel anymore, which is a shame. It'd be nice if everything was just working cohesively. It's nice to make use of that gate, though. It's really good fun. The layout of this as well is also going to give you an idea of how I'm going to be structuring out the road system as well. It's going to, well, it's at least showing you how wide the road system is going to be. I'm wondering if a train is going to come around and actually show the show it stopping, but the thing is, with those signals being red, trains will go and take other routes. So it's probably not the best laid out thing, not the best laid plan of a mice or man. A mouse or man, I should say. I don't know how overboard I want to go with the solar panels. I don't want to, like, completely rely on them. I mean, I've already said that Central is going to stay as it is anyway. Standing around on the tracks, which is a pretty silly idea. How is the power doing now? Is it improved? Actually, I've got more solar panels to put down, so we'll do that first, and then we'll actually go about checking things. Okay, slight boost to the power. Fantastic stuff. I've got one more panel I can put down, so I'll do that. And more accumulators, wherever they can go. So we're really getting a chance to sit around and play with the aesthetic of the place now. Try and make this whole thing look a little more unique. I mean, again, it's by no means, like, the most original shit ever. But, I don't know, I like it. That's good enough for me. As long as everything's getting a bit of a boost. The power's back up in the yellow, which is a good start. It's still kind of occasionally dipping down into the red, I think. But we're at least providing half the power that the Citadel needs. So I think at the moment we're just going to kind of do a back and forth between the inner wall and IO. Just kind of keep getting as much in the way of supply as possible. Because, you know, the more we boost the power, the more things are going to go into production. So the more we just kind of do this back and forth, the quicker we'll be able to just get it over and done with, honestly. More solar panels, good. I'm just going to grab an entire stack of substations. And as many accumulators as I can get. 4?! Fucking hell. I really need to sort out more battery unloading. But we're now on the last gun turret research. Gun turret damage research. So once this is done, I think with the exception of... Let's have a look at the bonuses. I'm not sure if the bonuses for actual bullet damage and bullet shooting speed... Oh, it does stack with ammo bonuses. Excellent. Fantastic. So our turrets are going to be the best they can possibly be. With the exception of, like, actual bullet shooting speeds. Oh god, you're going slowly. Oh yeah, nighttime. Until we've got enough solar panels to actually charge the accumulators, nighttime is still going, nightfall is still going to be a problem for us. Right, I'm going to drive back because I want to go and lay down another one of these rail crossings. I want to put them at various different intervals throughout the Citadel, so that we've got safe spots where we can cross over all of the rails. Seems like a sensible decision to me. Oh, yeah, that worked well. I like it. I'm going to put one just here if it's going to fit. Yeah, I think it might. I'm going to have to dismantle this, unfortunately. Oh. So if I plonk it there, and now I've got to get busy with all of my concreting and stone flooring and everything. So I'm going to triple speed the actual construction of this so you can see it all get put together. Okay, with the exception of a few accumulators, this has been set up, although that gate's not opening properly. What are you doing? Why are you not working? Come here. Do what I tell you. Yeah? Or have I not wired you up? What did I not wire? Oh, for fuck's sake. Now you've got it. There we are, that's much better. How's the power doing? Still a bit shit. Okay. I'm gonna be wary about this copper vein. I want to actually make use of this further down the line. Ah, rail line. Ah, I get it. Some of it I'm not too fussed on, so I'm just gonna put solar panels down where I can, because I need all the extra boostage I can get, really. So the rest of the place just pretty much needs to be filled out with accumulators, and then putting down more solar panels where we can. But we've already got 103, so you can see the sort of level we're going to be needing when it comes down to solar panel production. We are already needing quite a lot, and actually, like, providing power to all the accumulators is going to take quite a bit of effort as well. This is going to be no small task, I can tell you that much. Ooh, solar panel production is going really quite nicely. Accumulators are still taking their sweet-ass time. Oh, I picked up a load of batteries that I want to dump into this chest, though, so I'll hopefully just boost the system a bit. And the power supply looks like it's doing alright. We are just over halfway on satisfaction, which is a good sign. I'm rather pleased with this. So we're just going to wait for some more accumulators to be accumulated. Really? Haha! Alright, I've just dumped another 50 or so solar panels into the system. We're at 154 now. And the sun's starting to come up, so I want to see how this is going to boost the system. I don't imagine it's going to be much. We were at 25.5 megawatts. So, I mean, fingers crossed it will do something. It's got to do something. Whether it's going to be enough is another matter. But I've got some more accumulators I can be putting down as well, so that'll be enough to start bolstering the power supply once the system is fully in operation. We're starting to get close to... No, I think it's just leveled out. Oh, no, it's still... No, it has leveled out. 9.2 megawatts. That's not bad. That's 10 megawatts shy of what the steam engines are producing. But they output 510 kilowatts each. And solar panels only put out 60. So we are having to really overcompensate with the solar panels. So it's not too good, really. What I am going to do, just to kind of finish off this episode, I'm going to finish off this little bit of road that I've got going on here. We're just going to drag this all the way down. We'll tidy it up in a second. Right, well, we've got a little bit of a road installed, which is nice, and we've got some more research done. Fantastic! Gun turret damage is completely done, so I'm going to do the last of the bullet damage as well. And as we make a start on that, the north wall gets more of an assault, gets a bit more attacked, gets a bit more damaged and shit. So we're at 161 solar panels now. I think night is falling once again, so all of the power is going to go to shit. But now we've started, like, actually implementing some more kind of beautification stuff. Really? I'm starting to build on the aesthetic of this place, which is really nice, and we're finally putting a little bit of a boost towards the power systems, which again is really nice. Once we have enough... Oh shit, that's probably why I'm having issues with the bugs up here. I need to supply the guns with fucking ammo. God, pay attention to your defenses, man. No wonder you're dying slowly. It's because everything else is as well. But what I will likely do in the future will be updating all of these little kind of railgate systems. Once the solar panels are properly implemented and we've got enough extra juice to work with, laser turrets will likely replace a lot of the defensive infrastructure. I mean, it's already taking up, you know, a good chunk of it over here. Laser turrets just are better, because the only ammunition they need is electricity, and if you can maintain an unbroken supply, which we've got redundant connections all over the bloody place, then you shouldn't have too many problems. That's one last thing I wanted to have a look at, was the battery production down in Factorio. So I'm going to have a quick look at that, see how it's going, and then I'm going to close this episode up and we'll catch up with things next week. Sulfuric acid has been built up really quite nicely. It is a problem with the production speed of the chemical plants, so I'm going to put another 2 in, because we are relying more heavily on battery production now. Plastic could probably also do with being boosted. I'm going to bump it up to 3 assemblers for each, or 3 chemical plants. Light oil is still really fucking backed up. So is the heavy oil. Maybe... No, I don't know if another refinery is going to fix the problem. It would provide more petroleum gas, but I think ultimately what I need is more chemical plants cracking the light oil into petroleum. And in order to be able to do that, I'm going to need to expand this eastern wall, which means that this nest is probably going to have to go, because I don't like the look of it. What have we got over there anyway? We've got medium worms, small worm, spitters and biters. Lovely. At least there's no big worms and all the other stuff that I don't like. There we go. Provided the supply is sufficient, which for batteries it definitely is, we've got enough sulfuric acid to power another couple of these chemical plants. So we've now pretty much tripled our production of both plastic and of sulfuric acid, which is fantastic in my books. Plastic production is getting there with all 3 of the chemical plants, but this one's pretty much hogging all of the petroleum that's coming through at the moment. So that's another thing that's going to need to be addressed. We really do need to crack on, with the cracking of light oil into petroleum, which means that we are going to have to expand this eastern wall out. Which, considering all these bugs keep coming along and ruining everything, is likely to prove a little bit problematic. But we'll get to that some point in maybe the next episode, I don't know. I wonder if these guys are going to be aggravated enough to come and attack. Shall I go and piss them off? I'm going to go and piss them off. Oi, dickheads! Ow! Fuck! Yeah! Lasers! They go pew pew pew. Oh, there's a couple of miners over here that have run out. The coal supply is doing fantastic. Now that we've boosted the power supply through the solar panels, it's given these miners enough extra juice to be able to provide more coal. Although now this little patch is really starting to wear thin. Well, I mean, it's doing okay still. We still got thousands upon thousands of coal here, which is good. So it's going to keep the steam system going for a long time. It's going to keep all of the plastic production and all of the trains going for the foreseeable future. I have no complaints there. So as things stand, I think we're doing okay. Power is slowly being worked on. Hopefully over the coming episodes we will get more of these solar panels and accumulators in place. The production down in IO should be doing quite nicely, and things should start improving. But I'm going to leave this episode off here and just say thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more Let's Plays or metal covers from me, you can check out the playlists that are on the channel, and you can follow the links in the description below to follow me on social medias. But thank you again for watching this video, and I will catch you all very, very soon. This is Captain Meatshield, signing off. Job is now going to become a farmer. That's a bit of a demotion, isn't it? Ah, not enough money. Let's go and see the farmers. I'm sure they've got enough. Yep.